A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of all the members of Endocrine Surgery Department, I warmly welcome you to our 35th Foundation Day celebration. Now, I would like to invite our dignitaries to kindly come over the dais and begin the today's function by lighting of the lamp. I would like to request Dr. Sabha Ratnam, additional professor of our department, to visit Potakar to the dais. Professor Anjali Mishra to graciously accompany Professor Tiwari onto the stage.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम्
I invite all dignitaries to light the lamp of knowledge and wisdom.
शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः 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 शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम् आरोग्यं धनसम् शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणनाशाय आरोग्यं धनसम् ज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसंज्ञानम् आरोग्यं शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यम्
I would request all our dignitaries to take their seats on the dais. We would like to welcome our guest with a floral bouquet. I request Dr. Rajni to welcome Professor Shalin Kumar with a bouquet of flowers. I request Dr. Dibya to felicitate Professor V.K. Kapoor with a bouquet. I request Dr. Rinal to present a bouquet of flowers to Professor Sanjay Bihari. I request Dr. Prachi to greet Professor Biju Potakat with a bouquet. I request Dr. Mithilesh to present a bouquet to our head of the department, Professor Gaurav Agrawal. Now, I invite Professor Anjali Mishra to deliver the welcome address.
A very good evening to you all. So, respected Director of the Institute, Professor R.K. Bhiman, who is virtually presiding over this function, Honorable Dean, Professor Shaleen Kumar, uh, our guest of honor, Professor Vinay Kapoor, Pro Vice Chancellor Mahatma Gandhi Medical University, Jaipur, Professor Sanjay Bihari, Director Sri Chitra Trunal Institute of Medical Sciences and Technology, and also President of Medical Assessment and Review Board, NMC, Professor Biju Potakat, Head Surgical Gastroenterology, Jawaharlal Institute of Medical Education and Research, Pondicherry, Professor Verma Sir, our various head of the department from various departments, faculty colleagues, residents, research scholars, nursing officers, administrative and supporting staff. On behalf of the Department of Endocrine Surgery, I thank you all for joining us today and welcome you all to this 35th Foundation Day celebration of the department. Foundation Day is marked in the calendar of our department to honor past, celebrate present, and look into the future. Each year, this day we reflect what we have achieved and what our future trajectory is likely to be. The Department of Endocrine Surgery started on 7 September 1989 with the joining of our former and founder head, Professor S.K. Mishra, and under his visionary leadership has grown in leaps and bounds. And with able support of Professor A.K. Verma, who was our other founding faculty, this is the first academic department of endocrine surgery which started in the country and started offering postdoctoral certificate course in endocrine surgery in 1997, MCH in endocrine surgery in 2004, and later PDCC in breasts in 2020. Over the years, the department has consolidated its leadership position by helping to establish MCH courses in other institutes, namely MMC Chennai and CMC Vellore, among others. Owing to its academic and research contribution, the department continues to hold a prominent place in the global landscape of the endocrine surgery. Needless to state that none could have been achieved without goodwill and support from various specialties, namely medical endocrinology, nuclear medicine, pathology, radiodiagnosis, radiotherapy, genetics, and anesthesia, among others. We continue to enjoy an unflinching support from the Institute, and over the years, all the directors, dean, registrars, and hospital administration have been very supportive to us. Standing alongside the achievements are various struggles and some unfulfilled goal. I would like to take this opportunity not only in my individual capacity as faculty of endocrine surgery, but also as incoming president of Indian Association of Endocrine Surgeons to request President Medical Assessment and Review Board, Professor Bihari, who is one of us only, to facilitate to sort out some pending issue of finalization of endocrine surgery curriculum. This request is not only to the chair he is holding, but to one of us, our old alumni. I think that would be a discussion for later, and I'm not going to bother him for this as of now. And in keeping with the tradition. There is a great line of various talks in this academic surgical symposium, which would not be beneficial to not only endocrine surgery fraternity, but all the surgical disciplines alike. And I, along with other, can't wait enough to hear from the experts. Ladies and gentlemen, I again thank you and welcome you to this Foundation Day celebration. So let's start it. Over to Sampriti and Rajni. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would invite Professor Shaleen Kumar, Acting Director and Dean of our institute, to kindly address the gathering.
Professor Vinay Kapoor, sir, Sanjay Bihari, Dr. Biju, Dr. Gaurav, Verma, sir, ladies and gentlemen, the Department of Endocrine Surgery was conceived in 1989, as we know, with the person who conceived this was Professor S.K. Mishra, along with Dr. Verma. Over the years, we have noticed how it has progressed gradually and acquired center stage within PGI in the management of thyroid malignancies, breast cancer, adrenal disease, and pancreatic disorders, and also thymus. These are, in the main, their forte. It's very heartening to note that the program and the alumni who have gone from here have established departments in the country. And I think perhaps it will be no exaggeration that there are at least two other centers in Lucknow, I think the RML and King George's Medical University, where you have similar departments of endocrine surgery, and of course in the rest of the country as well. So from what little I know, in virtually every sphere, in every site, say for instance, in thyroid surgery, they have had an intensive collaboration with the Department of Nuclear Medicine in innovating new methods of imaging and assessment. In the case of breast surgery, I'm personally aware of a lot of work done on sentinel lymph node biopsies and innovative strategies in treating breast cancer. Oncoplastic breast surgery is something that is their strength. Then I am also made to understand that they approach the adrenals not transperitoneally, but from a retroperitoneal approach. And that is supposedly a game changer, where patients go back home the next morning. That's really heartening for something that would have otherwise, through a laparoscopic or laparotomy procedure, been at least 3 to 5 days of in-hospital stay. I also understand that they do, they dissect out insulinomas, and they do all these with robotic procedures. And so they're very contemporary, state-of-the-art, and cutting edge. I applaud the leadership, the successive leadership of this department in bringing it where it is. And as they say, we stand tall on the shoulders of those who've gone before us. And it is so true. And the baton now is being led by Professor Gaurav Agrawal with his very dynamic team of faculty members. I wish the department much bigger strides in future, and I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor R.K. Dhiman, the director of our institute, had to travel out of Lucknow today, but has very kindly sent us a recorded video message for this important occasion. I request the audiovisual team to play the address.
Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to know that the Department of Endocrine Surgery SGPGI is celebrating its 35th Foundation Day. The department was started on 7th September 1989 with the joining of its first faculty member and founding head of the department, Professor S.K. Mishra. And this was the first department of endocrine surgery in India. It has since grown to become one of the leading academic centers for surgical practice, teaching, training, and the research in the field of the endocrine surgery and breast surgery in the world. I congratulate all the faculty members, the resident doctors, nursing staff, other paramedical staff, and secretarial and supporting staff of the department on this momentous occasion. I can say with confidence the commitment of the members of this department towards maintaining very high standard of the clinical and the academic work and following the highest standard of the medical ethics has been exemplary. Not only they have treated and made a positive impact in the lives of the tens of the thousands of the patients, they have excelled in the field of the academics and have contributed to the overall growth and the prestige of our institute. On the research front, too, the department has performed very well with numerous grants, publication, and presentation in the major national and international conferences. Head of the department, Professor Gaurav Agrawal, has been listed in the world top 2% of cited scientists in the world list for third year running. And it becomes no surprise that many of the residents of the departments have been awarded at institute level national and international conferences, which I take as a reflection of the culture of academic excellence that the department has cultivated over the years. I am not surprised that the Department of Endocrine Surgery has shown the kind of the qualitative and quantitative growth in this year too. Nothing less is expected from them. I am also thankful to the faculty of the department for shouldering various administrative and organizational responsibilities of the institute to help me run the institute and take it forward in the path of the progress. It is heartening to note that the department has organized a unique academic activity in the form of the symposium on this day, that is the quality in academic surgical practice. I wish all the members of the department and all those who have participated or participating in today's deliberations and celebrations all the very best. May the Department of the Endocrine Surgery continue to contribute the growth and glory of our institute in the future as well. I assure the department that all possible assistance would be provided to them by the institute administration towards their goal. Once again, best wishes for conducting this symposium. Jai Hind. Thank you very much.